Good morning, students. Today we will discuss numericals on the basis of scalar product of vectors. As all the rules, all the formulas we have discussed in my previous video. So let me start numericals. Here, first numerical is for what value of m? Vector A, that is 2i plus 3j minus 6k is perpendicular to vector B, that is 3i minus mj plus 6k. Here, before starting this numerical, we must learn that A dot B is 0 when the vectors are perpendicular. You have to learn this result. On the basis of this result, you can easily solve this kind of numericals. So when the vectors are perpendicular, see here vector A and vector B are given to be perpendicular. So directly you will use this result. So now A dot B is 0. So here 2y plus 3j minus 6k dot 3i minus mj plus 6k equal to 0. So now I am directly taking the result, only terms which are identical because rest product will be 0. So 2i dot 3i, I dot i1, it will be 6. I when multiplied with other two, this will be 0. So I need not to explain it again and again. J dot j, this is 1. So minus 3m, 3 into m, 3 into minus m, that is minus 3m. Minus 6 plus 6, as these are component, that is along z-axis, that is k component. So it is minus 36. This will be 0. Now this question has been solved. See, now you have to simplify the calculations. Minus 3m is minus 30. So just take negative sign common. What you will get? 3m plus 30 equal to 0. Right? I have taken this common. So in the next step, 3m will be plus 30 equal to 0. So from here, 3m is equal to minus 30 and m will be equal to minus 10. So how simple this kind of numerical is? Basic condition which you have to remember, this condition is only valid when angle between the vector is given to be 90 degree or the vectors are perpendicular. Now next numerical, this is also of same kind. You can just try it by yourself and later on you can tally the result. Pause the video and you can tally the result later on. So here two vectors are given to be perpendicular and you have to find the value of unknown factor A. Here A is given in this component, A vector, as well as in B part also. See how to solve it. As again apply the same condition, A dot B is 0. So 2ai minus 2j plus k dot ai plus aj minus 4k. They should be 0. So apply again. 2a dot 2ai dot ai, this is giving you 2a square. I am taking the result directly. Then second term, minus 2j dot aj, this is minus 2a. Then third term, k dot minus 4k, it is minus 4 equal to 0. So now just half the work is done. Now it's a mathematical step which we have done in junior maths classes. So what you will do at this step, just take 2 common. It will be a square minus a minus 2 equal to 0. Then factorize it. Factorize, when you will do, it will be minus 2a plus a minus 2 equal to 0. So a, if you will take common, this is a into a minus 2 plus a minus 2. So a plus 1 into a minus 2 equal to 0. It means a equal to minus 1 and a equal to 2. So there are two values of a for which the vectors become perpendicular. You can just substitute the values individually. Both values you will put here 1 by 1 and you will see the result. That will again be the same. Now, if we have to find angle between the vectors. So as we know, A dot B is AB cos theta. So cos theta is A dot B upon AB. So here this value, this formula you can use, which have been obtained from this earlier main concept. So directly you can use this result to find the angle between vectors. That is the ratio of dot product of vector and magnitude of A and B product in the denominator. So now let me use this result to find the angle between the vectors. So now next numerical, if magnitude of two vectors are 2 and 3 and magnitude of their scalar product is 3 under root 2, find angle between them. So this is very simple question. Here magnitude of vectors have been given, like if vector A and vector B magnitudes have been given and A dot B is given, because scalar product is this one, it means A dot B is given. So by simply substituting the values, you can directly calculate the angle between the two vectors. So now vector A magnitude is given to be 2, vector B magnitude is given to be 3 as per the statement, and magnitude of scalar product, it is 3 root 2. See here magnitude, automatically you have no need to mention in the statement magnitude of scalar product, because finally the result will be only magnitude only. There will be no concept of direction. So in the statement it can directly be given that the dot product or the scalar product of vector is 3 under root 2. So now here apply the result that A dot B is AB cos theta. So cos theta will be A dot B upon AB. So now A dot B is 3 under root 2 and magnitude of A is 2 and magnitude of B is 3. So simply now you can just solve it. This is under root 2 upon 2. Then what should be our next step? We can simply rationalize it. So because exactly to get the value, we cannot leave it as such. So it is 1 by under root 2. Now you can see in the table of cos, which particular angle will give you the value 1 by under root 2. Yes, it is cos 45 degree. So angle between the vectors is 45 degree or pi by 4. In both the ways it can be written, one in the same thing. So this way you have calculated the angle between the vectors. Now next numerical is show that vectors A and B are parallel. So here what we have to do, basically for proving it to be parallel, it means that angle between them is 0 degree. Automatically it means we have to find angle between the vectors, which can only be obtained by taking this result. Right? You can write simply A or in this term, B or in this term. It's your choice. Now, so for this what we require, you can see here dot product of vector, magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B. So first of all, let me find dot product of the two vectors. A vector is I minus 5j, dot vector B is 2i minus 10j. This is I, not j. So now this 2 product when we are taking, this is giving you 2 because I dot I 1, and then we are just multiplying this minus 5j with minus 10j. It is giving you plus 50. So A dot B comes out to be 52. Now to calculate magnitude of A, this will be under root of coefficient of I, this is 1 square, plus coefficient of j minus 5, so it is minus 5 square. So it will be 1 plus 25, this is under root of 26. Similarly, magnitude of B, this is B, so coefficient of I is 2, so it will be 2 square, and coefficient of j is minus 10, so plus minus 10 square. minus minus plus. So here it will be 4 plus 100. It is 104 under the root. And now all the terms we have calculated, now substituted in this result. So let me solve. Cos theta is a dot b is 52. Magnitude of a is under root of 26. Magnitude of b is under root of 104. See, this in the denominator, this 104, if you are just take its factor, it will be, you can check it by taking the prime factors. It will come out to be 26 into 4. Now see, 26 under root, what you will get? This will be 26 because it is coming in doubling, and here under root of square root of 4, that is 2. So yes, here it is 1 because 26 into 2, that is 52. So result, this will be 1. So now 1 is the value for angle to be 0. So here the result arrives. See, because as per the statement, it has been asked that vectors are parallel. Definitely we have to prove that angle is 0 degree. So here all the steps are quite one after the other. Main focus, main point which you have to just practice it here, that formula is quite simple. But doing the calculation part, here students usually lag behind in doing the calculation. There they can do the mistakes. So calculations you have to do very patiently, handle it very carefully. Just review the calculation once again after doing it, then only you will come to the conclusion. Now next numerical. Find component of 3i plus 2j along the direction of I plus j. As one vector has been given a, so this is 3i plus 2j. Another vector which I have taken, that is I plus j as b. So first of all, read the statement carefully. If I am saying component of vector a along direction of b, see, simply by understanding the meaning of this line, you will be able to solve this numerical. As we have taken the concept, this is vector a and this is vector b and this is angle theta between them. So component of a along direction of b will be a cos theta. Component of a along direction of b will be a cos theta. Now what about direction of b? So that direction will be given by a unit vector along the direction of vector b. So here that will be given by a cos theta, and direction of vector b will be given by b cap, because b cap we are taking a unit vector along direction of b, because we are not supposed to get the answer that this is a b vector is along any x-axis or y-axis, because it is a position vector, that is I plus j. So we will take unit vector of vector b. Now if this concept is clear, I am repeating, as component of a along direction of b, so this will be the cos component a cos theta, and direction of b will be specified by unit vector b cap. So now a cos theta, now use the definition of unit vector, vector divided by its magnitude. So what should be the next step? We will simply multiply and divide by b. Why this step we have done? Actually what we are trying to do it, here we will combine this a cos theta with b, so that we are getting some result in the form of dot product of vectors a and b. As a cos theta is given, but as per the statement you can see there is no concept of angle has been given in it. No angle has been given it. So we have to convert the statement in a suitable form. So now in this step, when I am multiplying and dividing it with b, why I have divided by b not by a? Because if I have to complete this a dot b, so a cos theta should be multiplied by b magnitude. So that's why I have multiplied with it and rearranged as ab cos theta. This b when multiplied with this b, this is giving b square. So you are getting this particular point. Now let me take this ab cos theta is taken as a dot b. vector b by b square, right? So now let we take dot product of vectors a and b. This is 3i plus 2j dot I plus j. So 3i dot I, this will be 3. 2i dot j, this will 2j dot j, this will be plus 2. Rest all pairs will give you 0 result. So it will be 5. Now vector b has been given. We have been given this in statement, but what is the magnitude of b? So you can take the magnitude of b as coefficient of I cap square, that is 1 square, plus coefficient of j square, that is 1 square, that is under root of 2. So now this component of a along direction of b, this will be given by a dot b, this is 5. B vector is I plus j, and in the denominator vector b square, so it is 5 by 2 I plus j. So this is the way how we can calculate. Here basic concept which is used here, that is we are resolving a vector a along direction of b so that this component is along direction of b. So this is the key point of this numerical. If you understand this point, rest all are simply the substitution and rearranging the terms, and then calculating dot product of vectors, magnitude of b, substitute the value in this relation, you are getting the answer. Now find angle that I plus j makes with y axis. See here, one vector is I plus j and this is making some angle with y axis, so we have to find that angle. See here, if we are taking this I plus j as vector a, and along y axis if we take a vector as j cap, because it is a unit vector along y axis. So now to find angle between these, what will be the formula? This will be a dot b upon a into b, that is magnitude of a and b. So here what is a dot b? I plus j dot j. So it will be j dot j 1, and now magnitude of a, this will be under root of 1 plus 1, coefficient of I square plus coefficient of j square. So it is under root of 2. Magnitude of b, this is 1 only. So now cos theta will be equal to a dot b is 1 and magnitude of a is root 2. Magnitude of b is 1. So it will be 1 by root 2, that is cos 45 degree. This implies that angle between these is 45 degree. So this is quite simple concept, basic concept. You have to understand the statement. Now coming to next numerical, resultant of two vectors a and b is perpendicular to vector a. So resultant of a and b, that means if vector a is this and vector b, that may be lying somewhere here. I am not mentioning it. First of all, I will complete my statement. A and b is resultant of a and b is perpendicular to a. That means resultant is perpendicular to a. It means vector b should be here. Why? Because resultant of two vector always lie in between them. Now, and the magnitude of resultant is half than that of b. It means r is equal to b upon 2. What is the angle between a and b? We have to calculate total angle between a and b. From the statement, it is clear that the resultant is perpendicular to a. So it means this angle is 90 degree. So if we are able to find this angle theta, so directly we can calculate the angle between a and b. But what is given condition? That r is perpendicular to a. R is perpendicular to a. And second thing is that R magnitude is half to that of magnitude of B. So now, how to solve it? So now, resolve vector B, that is one component, this will be along vector R, resultant, that will be B cos theta. So here, component of B along the direction of resultant will be B cos theta. So it means R is equal to B cos theta. and this r is given to be b by 2. So now here b will be cancelled. So what we will get? Cos theta will be 1 by 2. So 1 by 2. See, just check what will be the angle for the value of cos function to be 1 by 2. It is for cos 60 degree. So angle theta will be 60 degree. So now angle between vector A and B, what should be? It should be 90 plus 60. So it is your 150 degree. So what is the main concept which you have to understand in this statement? That here when we are taking that the resultant is perpendicular, this is a main essential condition. On the basis of it, we are taking that the vector is lying in between. So vector B will be along this direction. If this angle, if we will calculate by certain means, then easily we can calculate angle between A and B. So we have resolved this vector B. We are getting B cos theta is along resultant, and resultant is given to be b by 2. So using this condition, directly we are coming to the conclusion and calculating the value of theta. Finally, total angle between A and B is 150 degree. So now one more numerical. If unit vectors A and B are inclined at an angle theta, then prove that modulus of A minus B, that is unit vector difference with the modulus, is equal to 2 sine theta by 2. Here A and B are given to be unit vectors and angle between them is given to be theta. So now to prove this condition, what we have to do, let me take square of modulus of it, which can be written as A minus B dot A minus B. So now taking their product, A dot A plus B dot B, because minus minus plus minus, if we are taking dot product of A with B, that is it will be minus A dot B, and then this term, then minus B dot with vector A, unit vector A, so it will be minus B dot A. So here no direction has been specified, so we are directly taking A dot A, B dot B, A dot B and B dot A. A dot B and B dot A, these are the same thing. So here basically what can I write? That keeping this as such, this will be minus 2A dot B. So A dot A is 1, B dot B is 1, minus 2. A dot B, if we will apply the result, then the magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B, and cos of the angle between them. So it is 2 minus 2 cos theta. This is 2 into 1 minus cos theta. So now here, as we have to use trigonometric relation, accordingly that cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sine square theta. So when I will use the result here, it will be 1 minus, so cos 2 theta, instead of it I am taking cos theta, so here angle will be halved. It will be 1 minus 2 sine square theta by 2. So again 1 minus 1 minus minus plus 2 sine square theta by 2. So here it will be 4 sine square theta by 2. So now if I am taking its square root, then what I am getting? This I am getting the result which has been asked. What is it? That modulus of difference of unit vector A and B is equal to 2 into sine theta by 2. So this is a concept. Basically there can be multiple different kind of questions there. So I have tried to cover different statements. In this, slide concept is difficult to apply here, that how to proceed. So in such conditions we have to just rely on dot product. So when we are taking the dot product, because magnitude square, so we can just take its modulus, instead of modulus we are taking the dot product of a minus b. I am just applying the basic rules of scalar product. As being unit vector, the magnitude of each of the unit vector is 1, substituting that value using trigonometric relation, and finally when we are using it you are getting this result. So that's all for today. So today we have covered numericals on the basis of scalar product of vectors. So revise previous video concept and then solve these numericals. Only then you will be able to understand the concepts in a better way. Thank you. Have a nice day.